Hello, and this is review on what we covered today in class, July 27th, which is the topic of interest. What is interest? Well, it can be defined as the charge for the privilege of borrowing money, typically expressed as an annual percentage rate. In plain English, what does that really mean? It means it's the money you pay back over the amount you originally borrowed. So if you borrowed $100 and you paid back $105, the interest amount that you paid would be $5. So what is simple interest? Well, simple interest is the interest charge that is always based on the original principal. So what that means is, it's not going to be charging interest on the interest already accrued, and it's typically paid on short-term loans when compounding interest is less of a factor. The reason this is when people lend out money, they like to make as much as possible. So if it's going to negatively impact them, they're probably not going to do a simple interest loan unless it's on a short-term loan. How do you calculate simple interest? Well, you simply take the interest rate, multiply it by the principal, and then by the number of periods. So as you can see here, it's just simple, straightforward calculation. Principal times interest times the number of periods gives you how much interest you will be paying over the course of that loan. Next thing we're going to talk about is compound interest. What that is an interest charge that is calculated on the initial principal and also on the accumulated interest of previous periods of a deposit or loan. So what that does tell us is it is charging you interest on the interest you've already earned or accrued, and it's paid mostly on most type of loans, and it allows interest charges to grow at a faster rate, which benefits the lender because they're making more money on the initial loan that they've made. Compound interest calculation, it looks at the future amounts of principal and interest and then subtracts out the original principal. So as you can see here, it's the original principal amount of the loan times 1 plus the interest rate raised to the number of periods, and then after you get that number, then you back out the original principal of the loan. And then in summary, just looking at the differences between simple and compound interest. Simple interest is better for the borrower. It does not charge interest on the interest already accrued, and it grows in a linear rate based on the initial investment. Compound interest is better for the lender. It does charge interest on interest already accrued, and it grows at an exponential rate based on the initial investment and the accrued interest in the prior periods. So with that, I hope you had a good day in learning about interest, simple interest, and compound interest, and have a great day.